October 16th, 2023, 10 o'clock. Let's call this meeting to order. Roll call. Brandon McMurphy. Here. David Hamel. Here. And I'm here. Number 4, approval of warrants and claims.
I move we do that. I'll second that.
Ayes? Motion carried. Number 5, approval of the minutes of the last meeting, regular meeting, October 2nd, 2023.
So moved. I'll second.
Ayes?
Aye.
Number 6, discuss possible action regarding the VFIS insurance for rural fires. Is that you?
Basically, I'm Dave Webster. I work just part-time for VFIS Insurance. I'm kind of retired from the insurance business, but I still handle fire stuff. And I'm on Deer Creek Fire Protection District. I've done a lot of stuff for them. What we did was, normally VFIS is a specialty company that just writes insurance for volunteer fire departments and combination departments with paid volunteer people. They write a package policy that covers buildings, portable equipment, the fire trucks, everything. They don't normally write just an auto policy. This is kind of an odd thing, but they figured out a way to do it. And on page 5 there, it lists the departments that are involved, but it want to make something clear. Yeah, this policy is set up just to cover the county, because the fire departments themselves would be covered under their insurance. So what we're looking at here is covering just the trucks that you guys own. It would be the trucks at these fire departments, but we're not actually providing liability insurance for the fire departments, because they would have liability under their own policy. And in Oklahoma, pretty much the insurance follows the truck. So in most cases, any accident you have, the owner of the truck is responsible, which, since you guys have these trucks actually titled to the county, you would be the responsible party. Now, if you get into a really bad accident, where there's a lawsuit, they're going to sue the driver, they're going to sue the individual fire department, they're going to sue you. But
I don't see freedom on that.
yeah, we didn't have
That was a
freedom on
typo.
there. But yeah, we've got the trucks.
The trucks are all listed.
Yeah, I got the trucks off of your spreadsheet.
Well, we don't have them on our inventory.
Do what?
We don't have the trucks on our inventory that we buy for them.
Some of them are.
I didn't think we knew that.
Well, they were moved off because of the other insurance.
Right.
Yeah.
But this list,
But we still are the owners of, we still.
yeah, you guys do it different than some counties. I've got some counties, most of the counties where they're buying them with tax, they're putting them either in the individual fire department name with the county as a loss payee and additional insured, or they're putting, like Garfield County, they put both names on there, like we'll have Wacomas Fire Department and County of Garfield County. That's how the truck is titled. And what we do with them, where we insure the individual department, then we name the county as an additional insured on that truck. So if there ever is a lawsuit, it will protect both entities. This policy here, what we're doing here is just naming the county. So if you had an accident that was bad enough, and the other thing is you're limited on what you can be sued for by the Oklahoma Tort Claims Act.
Right.
We have limits on here of $1 million. That's if they get something that gets around the Claims Act. That occasionally happens, not very often, but like they have an ambulance district down southeast Oklahoma got like an $800,000 judgment out of an accident. I'm not sure how they legally got around that, but they did. And it wasn't a private ambulance, it was a county 522 district. So what this is quoting is the equipment on the trucks that belongs with that truck, and there's no real limit on that. It's just whatever's on that truck. and then the trucks themselves. But there's $1 million worth of liability if you have any sort of situation where it gets around before claims happen, which, like I say, isn't very often, but it has happened in Oklahoma. We didn't quote medical payments. Is like if somebody riding in the truck gets injured, I don't usually quote that because the guys are going to be under work comp. It's just doubling up, it costs more money. Same way with uninsured motorists. We usually don't quote that because, again, they're going to be covered under work comp. And fire truck insurance is high enough city because I don't have anything on there, I don't have to. We do include like hired and non-owned vehicles. If one of your guys using that truck borrowed somebody else's truck to replace it, there would be coverage for that. There's a coverage called fellow member liability that's included, and all that really means is there's an old law or rule in insurance. It used to be if two people worked for the same fire department, one was driving and he caused an accident to one of the other members of the department, there used to be an exclusion called fellow liability law. Nobody has it anymore, but everybody puts it in the material because like it's a big deal to take it out, even though nobody's had it for years. But this is the list of the trucks, and we quoted these on the agreed value. And what the agreed value is for VFIS is that's the cost they would pay to replace that truck or repair that truck up to that amount. If you hit 75% of that amount in damages, they go ahead and total the truck and replace it. You guys have values on here that are lower than what we see on average, but apparently you're building like grass rigs and stuff here locally, you get it done.
And what we talked about, like you have here on the proposal notes, the value we talked about is the higher agreed value, which was the premium of $14,443 for the auto policy, not the 12,606.
Yeah, it gives you the option. You can do the agreed values.
Because we looked at values for what it would cost to replace that truck with a used truck that was similar to it or a new replacement cost.
Right.
And
you have the option going either way. And you guys, well, like your grass rigs where you're putting them together for $90,000, most people are going to like Blanchard or Chief or any of those people. They're spending, most of the new trucks I see running anywhere from $140,000 to $170,000. But if you can build them for that locally, that's fine. There's no need to insure them, for more than that. I think more people
It's
are
getting
have
harder
to
and
start
harder
doing
to do that though.
Right.
It's kind of getting harder and harder to do that.
Yeah, but I think more and more people are kind of going to be looking at that a little bit simply because
Yeah.
they can't afford a truck anymore.
Don't mean throwing 50,000 away.
Yeah.
Well, and that was how we were doing that of taking several steps instead of having a turnkey truck done.
Yeah. But the thing that VFIS does is they will pay the repairs up to 75% of the value of the truck. At 75%, they total the truck, take the truck, distribute the money. That can work both ways. I know Wacoma's, about 4 or 5 years ago, they rolled a tanker, and this was a 20-year-old truck. They had an agreement with another department to sell it to them for about $20,000. The truck did not, we had the truck insured, I think, for about $120,000, so the repairs on it were $80,000. Didn't quite hit that 75% mark, but what they did was, they went ahead and paid them to repair it. They said, if you don't want to repair it, that's fine. We'll pay you the repair bill and let you keep the truck. So they got like $80,000 for the truck. They got $3,000 for the equipment on it. It was a tanker, didn't have a lot on it. And then they kept the truck and actually sold the salvage for $5,000. So compared to like the state deal, they would have got about $10,000. This way they ended up getting about $83,000 from the insurance, and they sold the chassis. The engine and transmission were still good in it. So that's kind of where even if you don't hit that 75%, you still can make considerably more, you know, you get more back on the truck than you will like through the state risk management. And the thing about risk management, it's designed, it was set up for these rural departments who have no money to give them basic insurance for very low cost. There's nothing wrong with their program. It doesn't cover much, but it doesn't cost much. I mean, it was designed to fill a need at that time. But a lot of departments have gone to something like this because trucks are getting so expensive. And that's the other problem. Even though if you build one for $90,000, it takes like a year to get a chassis these days, even like an F-350 chassis. It's just insane. We built a new grass rig a year ago, and it took us right at a year to get the chassis for everything for an F-550 chassis.
Yeah, I mean, it's supply chain issues, and it's not even just the chassis, it's all the way around.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's
It
just,
delays all that, and that's why we're hitting these trucks the way they are.
but the thing you do here, I mean, you're assuming a little more liability by insuring it yourself than the individual department insuring it. But since you've already got them titled to you anyway, the liability will probably come back to you anyway. But basically, this is a policy that would just cover the county. The individual fire departments would still be covered by their insurance for liability. Now, they wouldn't have any physical damage on these trucks because you've got it all here and they wouldn't need it. But that's the main thing. The other thing that we talked about this with underwriting and with Jared over at our office, it really would be good if you had your name on those trucks for liability purposes, because you want, if they're involved in accidents and you're providing the insurance, you want any liability to come to you, not to the individual department where they don't have.
Like on the title or like written on the side?
Really on the side of the truck it would
I
help.
mean, all of our
Majority of them
trucks
have.
have
The
that.
ones I've seen so far have it. I don't know if Alva's new grass rig does, but
That's an easy fix.
Yeah, I mean,
Everybody looked at you, Brian.
that's an easy fix though.
but
Most of them have.
Most of the
They
ones
have
I
their
look-
department, but they also have Woods County listed.
yeah, because we're doing a quote for Freedom, and I looked at theirs the other day, and all the trucks that you have on your policy, you know, on this policy have their name on it, so.
So the fire departments do actually have their liability insurance?
As far as I understand.
Well, and the other thing too is if you do this, there's gonna be some return premium on some other policies, because you would cancel these trucks off.
Isn't that how we was doing it? We
Well,
let,
I-
like, Winoka pay their
Well, and some
insurance
of
and
them
then
we paid
reimburse
out, so
back.
what it would have to be is,
Supposed to,
But they weren't ever turning it in.
Yeah, some of them did,
But-
some of them don't.
Yeah.
but, I mean, I just don't wanna be sure, I wanna be sure we don't take out insurance and aren't covered with liability. That's the only thing, my only concern right now,
No.
you know.
well, each department is gonna have to carry that liability along with all their other trucks that they have too, that aren't owned by the county.
Right.
Brian, if you wanna interject, I mean,
No, I mean, in my case, you know, I'm with PFIS already, so my liability policy's gonna fall right in line with the company, so.
they're still
I
having,
mean,
they're
Winoka's
still having to
with
cover their
PFIS.
station and
They're,
all
they're
that.
insuring their
Right.
Stewart Stevensons and the rescue
Yeah.
and,
See, like, I insured all my trucks, even including the county this
Yeah.
year. I just submitted a bill back to
Through
the
this.
county for your portion, which kinda what Dave's talking about, that return premium that we've already paid is gonna come back to.
Yeah, we would cancel those two trucks off of his policy, put them on this policy, and return his premium on that. And these actually are a little bit cheaper premium than what the individual departments are paying, because they grouped them all together and they got a little more discount where they're doing, I think, what, 20-some trucks versus a couple.
But that's not my question. My question, I understand, we're insuring the vehicles, but
not
are we sure that everybody has liability?
Randy, I would assume so, since they're insuring their other trucks.
That they're already carrying
That
that
they're already
liability
currently
on that
insured.
policy.
Because it's required or a lot of, state funding that you have to show that insurance.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna assume that every department has liability insurance.
And if they don't, they need to get it.
Well, yeah, or
Right.
You
something,
need
I
to
mean,
implement something that.
I would make a recommendation just to give their coverages, show group coverage to you guys.
Yeah. I mean, and those other
Just to make
policies,
sure they're
let's
covered.
just say on those other three that you guys already have, they're already written with liability. And I know Capron, because I've seen that, they've got their liability and stuff was through risk management, and I think they're working on switching their stuff to BFIS, so.
So about half of these departments are already on this.
yeah,
No
but
problem.
what I'm getting at, they're keeping their risk
Freedom we're
management
quoting right now.
for liability, is that what you're telling me?
I'd have to double check on it. I think Capron switched their stuff over to BFIS. Do they have it written through you? Or is it possibly?
Jared had quoted that, and I don't know, I know they quoted it, I don't know if they ever, the only one I read myself is Alpha.
Okay.
And I know Winoka is with them. I'm not sure, they quoted Capra, and I don't know if they switched or not, and they quoted Greenleaf, and I don't know if they switched or not. Is it Greenleaf?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And all those policies have liability.
Yeah, well, your risk management policy is gonna have liability on the trucks they own. It just wouldn't cover the trucks that aren't on their policy, because they would be covered under this policy.
But this is not including liability, is the way I'm understanding.
This is
For the individual department, it's liability for the county.
And our county
Yeah.
trucks, but
Because
say
the
when
trucks are
there's,
titled to
Army
you.
trucks or Freedom, wouldn't be, that's where he's talking about that other liability, right?
That's why I'm wondering if we should do that.
Well, the departments would carry liability on their trucks.
Whether it's with this BISF
Yeah.
or another
And then
outfit,
we would
need to
carry
make
the
sure.
liability on our trucks.
Yeah, and that's why it should have like your name on the side and everything, just because you want the liability to go to where the insurance is.
Yeah.
Okay, so this includes liability, that's where I was misunderstanding.
Yeah, it includes liability for the county, not for the individual departments. The individual departments would have it on their own insurance on their trucks.
Is all of our county insurance, Tacoma, Green Lake, Capron, are they interested in this?
Most of them have already switched or looked at,
I
have
mean,
worked
have
on
you talked to
switching.
anybody that wants to stay with what they've got?
Nobody was wanting to stay with risk management.
Yeah.
Once we found out all the information
Yeah.
that started all this.
And we just started looking at this because it was cheaper
Yeah.
to bundle it up.
Yeah.
And it was more efficient to keep everybody on the same
I'm all
schedule.
for it,
And
as
they
a
can
county,
share.
but I don't know if we can.
It's a better
Each
protection
individual,
for your
we have
assets
to kind of
than
get on the
what you
same
currently
page with
got.
them,
Well, I mean,
whether they want to use this or whoever.
they don't have to
Some kind
use
of-
this,
No.
but we can use this.
Yeah,
Right.
but we still need to make sure that they are covered.
That's where you gotta get the proof, either they're with risk management, which they probably
Not
are,
really are.
or VFIS.
Well, it kinda is ours,
It is,
because we're
but-
just insuring the ones we buy.
Yeah,
And
So-
they just need to give us proof each year that they have their insurance.
Yeah, it's an easy deal.
Yeah.
It'd be the
And the
easiest
thing
way.
about this keeps make sure we don't leave it up to different departments with different pay schedule, of paying out their policies. We know, we've talked about putting this on a fiscal year schedule. The trucks are covered, they're all on at one time. We don't have that question of.
Yeah, and we would, this is the annual premium. We would actually write a short-term policy from whenever you started it until your fiscal year, so you can get it back on a fiscal year. That's,
Oh, that'd be nice.
because everybody hates having to split it
Split it
Yeah.
around.
accounting-wise, it's a pain.
It is.
Well, it's good,
And there's no
them
need to.
pay and us reimburse.
Yeah.
This way, we know all our stuff is insured.
All of our
Yeah.
county stuff is
Yeah.
insured.
Yeah. By you writing the insurance, the county's taking on a little bit more liability, but basically I think you've got it anyway since the trucks are titled to you.
Yeah.
And every county seems to do it different, like Grady County, they literally have one fire department for the whole county except for Chickasha. They've all gone together and buy all their insurance together and buy trucks together. you know, they still have the individual, you know, Grady County Fire Department, so-and-so station, but everyone, like I say, everyone's different. Garfield County, they use tax money just like you do, but they put both names on the title. So there doesn't seem to be any set way to do it, it's just whatever each county wants to do.
Well, we're pretty unique because we're one of the few counties in the state, it may be the only one, that tax money's not earmarked.
Alright.
Most of them, that
Yeah.
money is earmarked.
Yeah,
So, but anyway, nonetheless, but no, I'm good with this, and that's the annual premium right now is $14,099.
yeah, there are,
No, that was the one we talked to with the higher value of replacement cost. Puts the premium along with the portable equipment at $15,936.
Oh.
yeah, because you can do them on.
They quoted both policies as if we had a replacement cost with
Yeah.
a like, so the difference.
For that many trucks, that's,
And that's
$1,000
annual.
bucks.
Yeah,
Or
because
that
one
is
is
the rest
actual
of
cash
this year.
value, which is the lower amount, which is like the depreciated or used value, where the other value is insuring it for the actual replacement cost. So if you've got a 3 or 4 year old grass rig that you total out, they're gonna pay the 90 like a new,
Yeah.
you know, what a new one would cost.
So basically for a difference in the premium of $1,837, you're almost doubling the value of what you're insuring the trucks for.
And this is the annual price.
This is the annual.
And then
And
you would
we
be,
would
You
do a
guys-
short term
Short term, right.
from the beginning of when we start the policy until June 30th.
30th, yeah.
And you guys have a fairly high deductible on this, but you all look like you know,
A
$5,000
$5,000 deductible.
I mean, it's $250 on the equipment because there's not much difference on that, but the $5,000 on the trucks, you know, gets that rate down. This rate is, per truck is probably about, well, for instance, like 2/3 what we have theirs at right now. They're the trucks that are on Alva's policy simply because they gave them a real good discount for grouping them all together.
I'm good with that, I'll make a motion that we get, insure all the county roads for that $15,936 for annual.
second.
You second.
Well,
Yeah, there you can.
now, but we're gonna, then we'll have to, this will be partial till January 1 then, correct? Or, I mean, till
Well,
July.
that would be if we did it all.
That's a
in
yearly
July, but there's some.
Yeah, we'll
have
have to
to
figure-
reimburse,
Okay.
yeah.
We'll have to figure out what the premium
Okay.
is for the short-term policy because, yeah, you don't need to, you know, we can write a policy for whatever, if you want to do it today or whenever you want to do it, until July 1.
And all the premiums we already paid on the trucks that are covered on here, we'll work out with those departments to return that premium back.
Yeah, because whatever day you make this effective, we need to cancel those trucks off of all the policies we write. And the individual departments need to cancel them off risk management. I don't know how risk management handles that. 'Cause risk management is not, it's insurance, but it's not insurance. It doesn't, it's more of a risk management
Right.
type thing, so they don't follow some of the same rules that insurance companies do.
Well, it'll be a little bit of a hassle to get it straightened out for the remainder of this year, but
But long term, this is gonna be a good,
Yeah,
yes.
Right.
good
kind of
solution.
get ahead in the right
So-
direction.
And if we'd have did this back in July, that's what the premium would be.
Yes.
So then we're gonna just set it this time every year?
No, it'll be from
We're
July
We're
1.
gonna
July
move from-
1,
we're gonna
with all of
start
our-
July 1.
Yeah, all
So that way you don't
Okay.
have to show prepaid insurance
Right.
and paid
Right.
insurance.
Yeah.
and It's just less paperwork for everybody.
Right.
Yeah,
I mean, we'll do it, but you all don't want to do it.
yeah.
No, that sounds good to me.
Well, what I suggest then,
Yep.
when do you want to make that effective?
Whenever you can get all this stuff sorted out. Today, I don't care,
Just
whenever.
get the paperwork started, and then
Right.
when we
Okay.
can make that effective date, we'll make those changes to make this effective and make those changes to those other policies.
Well, do you want me to get a date? I mean, I'll call the company and get the pro rata premium.
You wanna do November 1st?
That'd be easier.
Let's do November 1st.
Okay.
That'll give some time to get all the paperwork done and get everything going.
Appreciate it. Thank
Okay,
you.
sure.
Thank you very much.
Thank you,
Right,
I
thank you.
appreciate it, and hopefully we can get some of the others on them too and get it all coordinated.
Okay, number 7. Discuss possible action regarding Oklahoma Department of Emergency Management and Homeland Security 911 Management Grant Agreement.
I'll make the motion, we approve that.
So you want to sign some?
Ayes?
Okay, go around.
I will give you the clerk's office.
You want to stamp it?
And then,
Okay.
I'm not going to give you the management
Right, right.
office when you start all that stuff out there. They will send you to the district attorney or something though. But their number is, I didn't know.
Just there on the front, isn't it?
580,
Yeah.
Just one place.
327,
It sounds good.
3119.
Is there any reason we can't do these next 3 all in one?
I think that for the, OEDA, they want them in 3 separate. Because that'll be 3 separate files and they'll need minutes. And I think they'll want them individually done. I really do. I think that's what she would tell me.
Well, it's on here as agenda items, but I don't know why
Yeah.
we couldn't approve all 3 of them at the same time.
Right, but I think that they want, I mean, I really do. I think.
Number 8, discuss possible action regarding the REAP grant application for our fire department.
Have you got that? Because I never did receive it.
Yeah.
I just was told to put it on the agenda.
And the motion we approve it.
You made a motion to approve it, I'll second.
Ayes?
Aye.
Motion carried.
Shelley, how do we get the audit from you guys to attach to this?
Yeah, so Jennifer, we asked her about that and she had us to send her one and then she's gonna attach it to all
All
of
of
the
them?
Woods County ones because she doesn't want, it's
Sure,
gonna be big.
yeah, it's a large
And she doesn't
document.
want 5, 8 of them, however many we're gonna end up with.
And
So,
then,
and then I'm gonna need the rest of that, a copy of the rest of that also. To go with, because I have to have a folder that looks just
the
like,
only thing that's missing
yours and-
is your SAM.gov, number that we didn't have. That's on there.
oh, okay, okay. And, yeah, because your folder, my folder, and Jennifer's folder all have to match on everything that we put in it.
Dr.
When they do
White
the audit.
should come with
Every one of
you to
these
make
fire
sure
departments will
everything,
get one of these.
we got everything that it requires, so it'll all match.
Okay,
So,
Awesome.
Everybody but Tacoma, I think they're the only ones that couldn't because they're still working on their deal.
so
so,
Does they got an open one?
let's do that.
Yeah.
It is.
Here,
Got their-
here's,
they get it
this
done.
is the vehicle quote. and
Oh, okay.
equipment Quote that needs to go with it. that
Uh-huh.
we're covered to.
October 1st.
Oh, okay, and is this state contract stuff?
Yes, all state contract.
Whether they did or not.
Okay, do you already have a copy of all this? or
I'll
do you want
forward
a copy of
everything
it?
to electronic.
Oh, okay,
Does that work?
yes,
Do you want electronic?
that'd be fine. So
So
today I'll just get a copy of this, and then you'll have everything.
And I'll forward it via electronic.
Okay,
The vehicle quote, computer, all of that.
okay, that'll work.
We ready for number 9?
No, just a minute.
Thank you, guys, appreciate it.
Thank you, Brian.
Do you want to wait for the original that? And I'll
Yeah.
make you a copy?
Yeah. Yes, sweet.
times. There you go.
Thank you, ma'am.
Uh-huh. Thank you. All right.
Now you wanna do number 9?
Yep.
Number 9, discuss possible action regarding the REAP grant application for Catherine Fire Department.
I move we do that and I'll second that.
Ayes?
Aye.
Motion carried. They canceled that meeting out there this last, the meeting was the 11th, I think. General board meeting, they canceled it, so I don't know why. Must not have had enough mayors or something.
Did you wait till you got there to tell you?
No, they said.
Looks like they're all looking to work, get vehicles too, you know.
Rush rate,
Uh-huh,
that's awesome, that's
man vehicles, lots of these.
Albert. I think there's a couple command vehicles there, Greenleaf and Albert.
And Catherine's, yeah, operating.
Catherine too.
Uh-huh.
If they would put rescue command vehicle on there, I told them, there'd be a lot better chances instead of just that command vehicle.
yeah.
But number 10, discuss possible action regarding REAP grant application for Greenleaf Fire Department.
I move we do so. I'll second that.
Ayes.
Aye.
Motion carries.
Thank you.
Number 11,
I think I have them all.
Huh?
Uh-huh.
approve,
Wow.
disapprove monthly reports for assessor, county clerk, court clerk, health department, treasurer, election board, and sheriff.
I'll make that motion.
I will second that.
Aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Still just been going around up here.
Yeah, I've heard a few people say.
Jason, Sarah.
Yeah. My daughter, actually,
And did she?
plugged up. Had kind of a headache, you know, other than that, really.
But they tested for her, or
You
tested
thought she
positive.
had
Yes, she was,
She didn't.
got her,
Uh-huh.
she was got when it went to first, got 3 of them, all 3 of them positive, so. But Charlie didn't get it, the kids didn't get it. Shit, it just kinda like, just really stopped up sinuses, a little
Yeah.
coughing.
allergy type stuff.
Yeah, pretty much.
And all that stuff is like super high, you know. Trees,
Yeah.
grass, weeds, ragweed,
Oh, that just goes on.
that little bit of frost helped, but not.
It was a good horror.
That's just my
Yeah.
online copies, it should have
Got
been,
the old trees.
should have been in there.
Number 12, discuss possible action regarding monthly appropriations. Looks like they're up, 167.
And that's quite a bit, actually.
Oh, yeah. Right here, right?
Yes.
I just about got it right there.
Thank you.
We vote on that.
Nope, not yet.
I move we do so. I'll second that.
Ayes?
Aye.
Number 13, discuss possible action regarding the materials request application form.
I'll make the motion to approve that. And what we're using is, what I chipped and sealed 11 miles out there. And Amy's got it where just, we get it split, that's our 140,000 apiece, or,
46,000.
and 46,000. But it's gonna come to all three
So if we
separate
make a
checks.
motion,
Yes.
okay, I'll second.
Does that go, will that go in our M&O or?
Well, it'll just go in your account and then you'll distribute it in which account that you
It's just that one project was enough to cover it all. So it's supposed to come in 3 separate checks, or we split it, or you asked for 3 separate checks.
Yes, I asked for 3.
Number 14, discuss possible action regarding the letter of intent for the Oklahoma opioid application grant award application.
I'll make that.
Grant award.
So make that, motion, and I guess we're just following through what this thing from, it's just
Step to-
another step.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Part of that lawsuit. or
Yeah.
Be able to get our money. Ayes?
Aye. Is that money gonna be earmarked if we do get any, or?
The last I heard, it wasn't, that we'd be able to spend it for whatever we wanted, but I don't know. That's what they said in the beginning,
Right.
but that's been 2 or 3 years ago, so things could have changed.
Exactly.
That's the truth.
Shelley, that big old clip went on there and I put this paper clip went on that, so.
Got it.
Okay. We're ready for 15, right?
Yeah.
Discuss possible action regarding a transfer from sheriff's service fee, M&O, to service fee capital outlay for the purchase of lights for 3 vehicles in the amount of $40,000.
So moved.
I'll second.
They don't have to do any bidding on that stuff, or wonder if that's state contract price, or isn't that?
I think it was state contract is
I
why
thought
we
that's
didn't
what
have to.
Keith
Yeah, I'm
said.
pretty sure that's why we didn't have to, because otherwise we'd have to bid it.
Yeah.
So I'm pretty sure that's right. I just kind of forgot. Lots happened since then.
Must be some fancy lights.
I guess.
Number 16,
Crazy.
discuss possible action regarding the transfer of funds from sheriff commissionary to sheriff's service fee in the amount of $161.06 to correct the error of it being deposited in the wrong account.
I'll make that motion.
I'll second it.
Ayes?
Aye.
I thought we did that last month, but. I must have read it this earlier and thought it was,
Oh, yeah.
we already did it.
Number 17, discuss possible action regarding the transfer from general government sales tax M&O to capital outlay in the amount of $100,000 for rural fire department equipment.
This is just to get us through the year, right? Or, no,
No, this is,
This is for
Probably
these,
the pickups, isn't it?
yeah,
We got some pickups, or
yeah. So,
pay for them
I
cab
need
and
someone to sign
chassis.
both places there and there.
did they come from,
I know they got a new one at Winoka, just a cab and
Mhm.
chassis.
does that come out of Louisville or the, we didn't get them through Wendy.
right.
They come out of the,
State
Down
contract,
State
yeah,
contract.
down there.
Mm-hmm. Did someone,
Nobody made a motion.
nobody made a motion yet? Okay.
Oh, I'll make a motion.
I'll second.
Aye.
I thought maybe I'd missed.
Number 18, discuss possible action regarding the use of the courthouse lawn for NWOSU rodeo on the square
I'll say we do
on
that.
October 25th, 2023.
I'll second that.
Yeehaw. Ayes.
Yeah, aye.
Rodeo on the square. We better be little bulls.
That was good.
Number 19, discuss possible action regarding surplus and junk an air compressor for District 2 ID number D324-001.
I'll make that motion.
And there's two pages that have to be signed.
Ayes.
Aye.
Two for the compressor, or?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
this one we had surplus earlier and we just never had jumped it until now. So
We are ready
that's,
for 20?
uh-huh.
Number 20, discuss possible action regarding junking a Dell computer for District 2, ID number D250-020.
I'll make the motion.
Second.
Aye.
And I need to have you sign right there also. On that last one.
We're ready. Number 21, discuss possible action regarding surplus and removing from inventory an easy roller, ID number D450-002 for District 2, due to its under $500 purchase limit.
Yeah, I'll make the motion for that.
I'll
So you need
second.
to sign here and down there. On that one.
You know, the stuff, they kind of changed the law and went from $500 value up to the whatever value.
Yeah.
Things that we have on our inventory, like radios and stuff, should we take and do like this? Remove them off our inventory?
Wouldn't hurt.
I mean, it just
Yeah, just,
saves you counting it,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, that wire puller, we've had it around, I don't know if it even started, but
That had 2 pages, sorry.
it's there, it just,
Number 22, discuss possible action regarding the FY 2023 Woods County financial statement.
And she's got 2 different ones, one for the auditor's office and then one for her office to be signed.
oh, they're the same?
Uh-huh,
Oh, okay.
yeah.
I'll make the motion, we approve them. It
I'll
appears
second.
22,000,000,
Ayes?
270.
Hands cold?
My hand's cramped up.
Cold.
That is, I still keep, got used to those fingers very good in the wind.
Yeah.
And they get cold. Just
They're the same, it's just 2 copies.
when I'm sitting around the house,
I've done that.
I work.
I don't blame you. Your circulation's not the best.
Sit there in shorts and t-shirt, or look.
Yeah.
Anybody got any new business?
I can't think. Nope.
Changing my dirt to track. 3 more foot, 3 more foot.
That's
But they got
mountain
the rigs there,
before you
they
get
got
done.
a big old pile of rocks. They're gonna get with it. But other than that, I don't really have any weeds growing. Looks good. Number 24, approve, disapprove blanket purchase
I
order.
knew we did so.
I'll second that.
Aye. Number 25, motion to adjourn.
Yes, sir, I say we do that. That's